Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good day. So today I would like to discuss exercise question 2, exercise 3.32. Okay, so those who did this question, this is the solution. So if you read the question, a manufacturer of automotive shock absorber is interested in comparing the durability of its shock absorber with its competitor. One shock absorber from each manufacturer are installed on each rear wheels of 6 cars. Okay, so you can see here you have 6 cars, alright, and then one shock absorber from each manufacturer are installed. That means you have one manufacturer and then the other one is competitor. Okay, these two shock absorber is installed in the same car, which is how many car you have? 6 car. Okay, after the cars had been driven for 20 km, the strength of each test shock absorber was measured and recorded. Result of the test shock are shown below. So you can see that the data here, you have 6 cars, and then from one car you have 2 measurements. Okay, so this is very important. When you have this kind of data, this show you your data is dependent sample. Okay, because you can see that from one car, okay, from one car here you have 2 measurements. Okay, one from manufacturer, the other one from competitor. Okay, so this is called dependent sample or dependent data. Alright, so if you look question, first check this one, is it independent sample or dependent sample? So how to check this is dependent sample or not? This is how you check lah. Okay, you can see that from one sample or from one object you have 2 measurements. So this is called dependent sample. Alright, so the question is, do the data present sufficient evidence to conclude that there is a difference in the mean strength of the two types of shock absorber, shock after 20 km of use. Okay, use alpha 0.05. So the keywords here difference, and you know this is dependent sample, so you will have D lah, isn't it? Okay, difference. So in this case, the question doesn't mention which one minus which one, so you can use manufacturer minus competitor. Okay, so here you will have different value D. Okay, DI. So that means 8.9 minus 9.9, you get negative 1.0. Alright, 10.7 minus 10.2, you get 0.5, and so on. So this is the data D that you need to calculate. Alright, and then this is hypothesis testing. Similar, you have 5 steps. Okay, so step number 1, write down your null and H1 hypothesis. So this is dependent sample, so we will have mu D, right? And then the question asks you there is a difference or not. So difference means not equal with 0, right? So this is the claim. Okay, and here you must know that your D is XM minus XC, this one, right? This is the difference that you calculate lah. Alright, so here will be equal 0, and if you look here, your alpha is 0.05, so this one should be divided by 2 because you have 2 tail, 0.025. Okay, so step number 2 is test statistic. Okay, so test statistic, because you deal with mu D, you need to check either you use t-test or z-test. Okay, so from the question here, do you know this value or not? Population variance difference, or okay, so this is population variance difference, this is population standard deviation difference. We didn't know this value, isn't it? And then we have sample size n equal to 6, and then you will calculate your own x bar d, and then you will calculate your SD. How to calculate this one? Use calculator. This is the difference value. You key in this data. Okay, this data you key in. After you minus, you key in, then you get this value. And then if you calculate, you get here 0.1, and the other one is 0.6. Okay, since the rest at the back is 0, so I just put 1 decimal places. Okay, but if there are other values there, that means not 0, you need to put 4 decimal places. Okay, so now test statistic. This is population variance unknown, and then your sample size is less than 30, so you will use t-test. Okay, so your t-test is x bar d minus mu d, mu naught d, alright, divided by sd over square root n. Right, so your x bar d is this one, 0.1 minus, here is 0, and then divide by sd, 0.6 divided square root 6. Okay, your sample size 6. Then you will get 0.4082. Okay, so that is your step number 2. So step number 3, okay, is a critical value. Okay, so step number 3 is critical value. So previous step you use t-test. So here in critical value you use t-table. Alright, so what is your alpha? Alpha is 0.05. Okay, but your hypothesis is two-tail. So alpha should be divided by 2, 0.025. So here 0.025, and then t we have new value. So new value is n minus 1. So this one you will get t 0.025. Your new is 5. Okay, 6 minus 1. And then if you look table, you will get 2.5706. Okay, and then remember, because you have two tail, okay, you have left and right. Okay, so you will have negative value and positive value. So here will be plus, minus. Alright, so now step number 4. Step number 4, decision. So decision, alright, if you look figure, let's say I use figure first, you have left and right. So here is your table value, negative 2.5706, and the other side is positive 25706. Okay, so now look your step 2. What is the value here? 0.4082. Alright, your t-test is 0.4082, isn't it? Let me check. Yeah. So look this value. Is it at the dark side or at the bright side? So if you look here, this value is at the bright side here, isn't it? So your conclusion, your decision will do not reject H now. Alright? Or if you write it, okay, you will have like this lah. Okay, do not reject H now since here will be in between. Okay, your t-test. Okay, let me write it nicely here. So since your t-test, what is the value? 0.4082. 0.4082 is in between t-table, which is 2.5706, and then the other side is also t table, which is negative 2.5706. Okay, so this is how you write it. Okay, either you can use a figure here, but you must do like this, or you can write it like this lah. Okay, I'll still acceptable. Now step number 5, conclusion. Right, so conclusion, if you look here, do not reject H null. Look back step 1. Do not reject H null, that means you accept H null. You reject H1. You reject your claim. Alright, so important here, at alpha 0.05, we have insufficient evidence. Okay, tak cukup evidence, atau tak cukup proof lah. We have insufficient evidence to support the claim. Okay, because you reject the claim. Okay, because we accept H null. Okay, alright. So that's all for the solution. Okay, so please be aware. Okay, with all the tips. Okay, at step 1, what should you do? Right, at step 2, how to choose the formula. Step 3, which table to be used. Is it positive or negative? Is it alpha divided by 2 or not? And then decision, step number 4, look. The t-test or the value that you calculate in step 2, is it at the bright side or at the dark side? Okay, this is how you write it. And then conclude. Okay, if you understand step number 1, inshallah you can understand step number 5 as well. Okay, so that's all for the solution. So all the best. Thank you, class.